Hey, welcome everybody. Every Thursday night now, between now and the Zellwood Super Bowl, February 6th and 7th, we do live streams like this to kind of do some event promotion. We've been having pullers coming on. Tonight is our guest Randy Ross. We made a nice graphic for you, Randy. You were prettier in the graphic. I'm not gonna lie. So
Oh, I appreciate it.
I think that was AI that we probably used. I can check. Here, let me put
I
that
mean,
up on the
AI
screen.
helps me out a lot.
Yeah, but usually it makes you look a little sexier. I'm not gonna lie, Randy. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on the screen. We'll let the people vote. We'll let the people vote.
Yeah, there he is.
I was a
Randy, do
little
you think that
younger
looks
then.
like you, or do you think
I
AI
was a
took
little,
10 years off?
I was a little younger then when that picture was taken. I think
Okay,
that was that was pre glasses and pre finding out I was blind.
pre finding out I was blind. I love it.
Oh,
Well,
Put that
as
on
the
a
whole
shirt.
country, yeah, I'm in Ohio right now. Randy's in Georgia. As the whole country bears down for I think they're trying to turn this into the blizzard of all blizzards. Like I think every grocery store is out of toilet paper and a bottle of water and everything else. But what are they saying for you guys, Randy, in the Georgia area where you are for this coming weekend?
I mean, I may be one of those guys that's not too worried, but there's an ice line that's going to be freezing rain. South Georgia, they're talking about just some wet rain and stuff, but there's a line that says above freezing, and we're hovering right there across the line. So we'll see if that actually gets to us or not gets to us.
Yep. Have you pulled at the Zellwood Super Bowl before?
So I have not been able to do Zellwood Super Pool. I came down last year and did the mega truck pool. Last year
Okay.
during the Zellwood Super Pool, my daughter had an event that had to be at. But I loved going down to Zellwood. I've met everybody at some Southern Poolers events, and I tell you, I went down there for that mega pool, and I was just going down there to do test runs. So it was great to meet all those people, and you know what? At this point, it's kind of penciled in on my calendar.
Good deal. How far is it a run is it for you from your hometown down there?
6, 7 hours, something.
Okay. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Who do you pull with normally? Like where do you spend your time normally? What associations, or do you chase points, or do you kind of bounce around?
So I pull with Southern Pullers, and this past year was my first full season driving. So
Okay.
we've been pulling now for a year. We bought the truck out of Iowa. We put it together. A guy here at the fire station helped me build it. That picture you're showing is where I started, the antique tractor right next to the truck.
Oh,
Um,
okay, yeah.
so we
Yep.
started pulling antique tractors. That's a 3020 that I redid out of my wife's grandfather's tractor. I got it from my father-in-law. We redid it in my basement and got it running, did some antique stuff. My daughter drives it now. I'm running the truck, and we're doing it on a full-time, not a full-time basis, but we're running Southern Pullers as much events we can get. And then I use the winter time to go to Zellwood and travel wherever I can travel to get more seat time so I can get better and better as time goes.
Do you remember who you bought it from in Iowa? That's where I was born and raised. I'm curious.
I bought it in Indianola, Iowa. I'm thinking names right now. I'm drawing some blanks. He has two trucks. One is Devil's Daughter, and one is Devil's Reject or something on that lines. Or no, High Class Hooker. High Class Hooker. Um, I can look his name up. I'm drawing a blank, but he had it there. I drove all the way up there, went up, drove 15 and a half hours north, picked it up, stayed 4 hours in a hotel, drove 16 and a half hours back south. And I never missed a day of work to do that. So, but I bought the truck frame and body from him. It was originally built in Kentucky. So,
Now that was a blower truck, wasn't it? In its heyday, before you got it.
did we lose everybody?
I don't know. You hear me, Randy? I guess not.
Did I lose everybody?
Randy? Oh shit. Hear me, Randy? Jason?
Not real sure what's going on.
You see me, Randy? Randy? You hear me?
Not real sure what's going on.
Hello? You hear me? No? Can you hear? I'm talking to you.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit.
Don't forget your timing marks, boo. I see you pulled timing chain off.
Yeah, that. I think Jason said he was getting back on, so we'll have to see.
Be up in that snowstorm.
Hear me now, Randy?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. I guess Jason lost internet. I'm not sure.
I'm guessing being that he's up in all that mess of the weather.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. More than likely.
Got a friend with you?
Yeah. Yeah, a little guest. One of the barn running around, causing a scene. So you're coming down for Zellwood. What else are you hitting when you're down here? You gonna try to hit them all, or just a few?
Nah, Zellwood Super Bowl is going to be it for me in Florida this year, just due to my schedule. They don't allow me so much time off work, and I am getting really good at having to get back in time. So,
Right.
so
I don't blame you.
um, I mean, I'll go to Zellwood, and then we won't even think about pulling again till March. So, but I mean, I've got some repairs to do right now, anyways. I went to put fuel in it yesterday. Come to find out, I got a crack in the fuel tank. So, know what I'll be doing the next few days.
If it
It's
ain't one
always
thing, it's
something,
another.
man.
Ain't that
It's always something.
always something? If it wasn't something, it wouldn't be no fun.
Yeah, I mean, build a pulling truck. They said it'll be fun.
Right?
It is fun.
It'd be a good time
Yeah.
when the chain drops and you're sitting there waiting. That's when it starts getting fun. It's
Yeah. I
ugh.
saw
You think about
somewhere.
all
I
the
saw
time.
somewhere the other day. There's two seasons. It's pulling season and repairing season.
Yeah. Break it, fix it, repeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get to a point where you don't have to touch them. You just throw battery in it and go. They get to a point, but it takes a while to get there.
When's that point? I'm ready for it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for that point. I built mine to be as maintenance free as possible,
Yeah.
and it is nice. It is nice on Saturday when everybody else is pulling stuff. I'm playing.
There he is.
Hey,
Oh, you made it back.
internet's great. Internet's great when it works, guys. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I'm at Jeremy's house and the internet went bye-bye. So they gave me a different router. So I got back on. So it's all good. So
I lost Randy.
I was
couldn't
just,
talk to him. Hear me.
yeah. What have you guys all talked about? I really wanted to get into like how Randy got started in pulling and who's been influential in helping him get here and where he bought the truck from in Iowa. Cause I grew up in Iowa. So some of the
So
things I'm kind of curious about.
I did remember his name. I got the truck from Tim Nelson in Iowa, Indianola,
Okay.
Iowa.
Yeah. So he pulled
Um,
with probably like, did he pull with like a Twin States or a Central Iowa or anything like that?
I didn't really get in a whole lot with him. I know he owns a record service up there, and I drove up there. Him and his son helped me load it on the trailer, and I mean, you talk about an interesting ride back. I went up there by myself and back by myself, so
Ooh.
just hit the road. And then I got into tractor pulling because I enjoyed it. I used to go to Liberty as a guest and loved watching the tractors run and enjoyed watching the trucks and going, boy, it would be nice one day to be able to do this.
Yep.
Well, daughter went to school, had some spare time on my hands, and lo and behold, here we are. And I enjoyed the tractor. 3.5 miles an hour gets a little slow after a little while, so I wanted
Yep.
something a little bit more. And then, of course,
Yep.
I want more now. and the next
Yep.
step and the next process. I don't know if it ever stops. We were just talking about there's 2 seasons, pulling season and fixing season. So
Yeah.
Someone put that on the shirt.
yeah, yeah,
No,
truck
and
pulling.
the desire to want more never stops either, Randy. You're not gonna be happy until you have a 5 engine modified. So just so you know. So
I don't tell my wife that.
don't tell your wife that. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So, and I joke with people, I'm the budget build guy. You know what I mean? I got a great deal on a truck and frame with the transmission and rear end already in it. I came back home and me and a buddy at the fire station built the motor. Well, he built the motor and I handed him tools.
Yep.
And we built it to be as maintenance free as possible at the track. I don't want to have to pull valve covers every weekend and adjust valves all the time. I want to be able to hit the button, hit the start button, and let's go play. So,
Right.
am I going to win it? I'm playing with some guys that have some money, but I am
Yep.
out there to have the most fun I can have and do the least amount of work as I can because I enjoy tinkering on other people's stuff with them. I just don't want to have to work on my stuff all the time. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Yeah, I do.
Like,
If you're just joining us, Randy Ross from Georgia, bringing his crazy train down to the Zellwood Super Pole for the first time ever. He's been to Zellwood, but never been to the Super Pole before. The Super Pole is pretty neat, Randy, because you're going to see legit everything from a 3-engine modified down to a garden tractor. For you fans that maybe haven't been to Zellwood in February for the Super Pole before, the afternoons are dedicated to antique tractors and garden tractors at 1 p.m. and at 6 p.m. each night. We bring out the modified trucks and tractors, and that's when you'll see Randy hooking. Randy, tell us what class you pull in, or what are the basic rules on your class?
so I run a 5,200 pound modified 2-wheel drive. So in the state of Georgia, it's 5,200 pounds. You run cut tires in that class. So we run on CPEX. We have a 28-inch hitch height to make that happen. And like I said, I run with some great guys, and I'm learning, and I learn from them all the time. We got Mr. Johnny Brown in that class. Everybody knows his Hog Wild truck and his Wild Hog truck.
Yep.
He has 2 Chevrolet pickup trucks. Wealth of knowledge. He won't ever see this because he's not on Facebook, but he's a wealth of knowledge, and I ask a lot of questions. You know what I mean? There's some young guys in those classes right now that are getting stuff together. And it's nice to talk to them because I'm learning from them as well because I'm the old guy, you know what I mean? The old rookie, the 46-year-old rookie that came into this going, I don't know what I'm doing, but here we go. You know what I mean? So, and we joke every weekend, we just go out there and send it and see what happens.
Yep. Can you see Colby Hall's comment there on the screen?
He knows I'm bald, right? And blind.
There's Randy Ross. You remember Friday night after Tifton Pole, we stayed up late. So
Oh yeah, we had to put an axle in his dad's truck in his semi. And that goes back to I enjoy helping other people work on their stuff. I just don't want to work on mine.
At least you're honest.
Randy, what was it, 3 a.m. when we finally finished?
I think so. I think I gave up on y'all at 2:30 because I had been up the night before. But
Yep. You gave up on us, which whatever.
So Randy, are you a full-time firefighter?
I am, yes, sir. I work full time as a firefighter. Then, like every fireman, we have side jobs. I run a trophy business, and I also run an EMS service. So, for like rodeos, truck pulls, that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's awesome. That's good stuff. And then something about Waffle House. I can see what Colby said here. Hold on.
Oh God.
I think we left Waffle House at 3:30 a.m. He said so.
There's no doubt. 3:30.
Waffle House isn't even open during daylight hours, is it? So.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is, but not normal people eat at that time.
Okay. Thank you. Yep. I've only ever been there after midnight.
No one goes to the Waffle House for breakfast. They go there at 4 a.m. when they're hungry.
Yep. Well,
it is breakfast, just really late night breakfast.
Yep.
Or early morning, depending on how you look at it.
Yep.
No, I don't know about that one.
Randy, has anybody else driven your truck, Crazy Train, since you've got it? Or has it just been you in the seat?
No, it's just been me. I've tried to talk my daughter into driving, and that was a no. But I might can be able to work it out one day. But no, it's I've been solely driving it because I want to learn how to tell somebody how to. I enjoy it, and it's been a venture to say the least. I mean, we put a lot of time and effort in it to get it where it's at. And we were just talking earlier, this off season, I went from a 31-inch tire to a 34-inch tire. And the whole goal was to keep it the lowrider look that I like. So I did some metal massaging to make those tires fit in there. So a lot of people, this is going to be the first time, other than a few pictures here and there, this will be the first time at Zellwood they'll see the 34-inch tires on the Crazy Train truck.
You said metal massaging. I like that. That's solid.
Yes.
That's good information there. Yeah.
So it's a nicer term than beating it with a hammer.
That picture looks like that's Zellwood. Probably when you went down for the mega truck pull a couple years ago, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So last year I went down for the mega truck pull. It didn't even have letters on it at that time. That was like shortly after we got it all together.
Okay. So was it black when you bought it, or did you paint it when you got it?
It was black when I bought it. It used to be, back in the day, that truck used to be named 3 Shades of Black. Michael Clauser had that truck to start with, and then Tim Nelson had it.
All right. Good deal.
So it actually ran at the Battle of the Bluegrass. I have Battle of the Bluegrass stickers on it. So
now there's that your class is super popular, I feel like, in the South. Like does TNT have it? Battle of the Bluegrass have it? Do all the associations like in Kentucky and Georgia run that class?
I don't really know. I know what Southern Pullers ran. I think they run like a double carburetor and a little bit different horsepower blocks, because the largest we can run is a 471 in that truck in Georgia.
Okay.
So
you've had one full season with it out now, then, Randy?
I've had one full season, a couple in the season before, just to get it out, like the very last pulls of the season, the year before, to get it out and say, oh boy, here we go. And those didn't go real great. I told them the first time I ever hooked. That was actually where I met all the Florida guys that came up to Aonia to pull. Met Matt and Robbie and all those people. And that's where I got to meet them all. I was like, this is the first time I ever done this. So they all looked over everything with a fine-tooth comb and helped me figure out some stuff. And I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't even know what those tires were called till that pull that I was running.
That's all good.
So
what was the idea? Why'd you switch from the 31 to the 34s?
Try to get a little bit of more wheel speed to see if we can't get a little faster down the track.
Okay.
I'm competing with everybody in my class was running 34s. So at 31, I wasn't getting somewhere around between 19 and 21 miles an hour.
Okay.
And they were all turning a little bit farther miles per hour. So I was getting left a little bit.
And you said this will be the first pull with those, right?
Yeah, to be the first pull down there with them.
So are you shifting up a gear then? Is that the goal, or do you think they're just going to turn a little bit harder?
I don't even know. We're gonna send it and hope for the best and see what happens.
Yeah.
Hope I draw number 1 so I get to go twice. It's buy one get one free.
Right.
There you go.
I like that a lot.
Cameras out for Randy going down. We gotta watch that shit.
Yeah. So we always hope we get number 1 because we get 2 pulls out of 1 if we draw number 1. So
right. Who are some of the tough competitors that you run into at Southern Pullers night or weekend in, week out?
We got a young kid, Trevor Beasley. He's sharp. He's growing in his truck. He was rookie of the year before last in Southern Pullers. He's like 17, 18 years old. And then Johnny Brown's got 2 trucks and they're always strong. And then you got Heath Wynn. He has a truck and it's super strong all the time. So those 3 are pretty sharp. 4 is pretty sharp right across the top. And then you got some of us I got some new guys coming up and me still trying to figure it out. That class is actually growing a lot in Southern Pullers because it's one of those where it doesn't take a ton of money to get into it, but it does take a ton of time to figure it out.
Yep, that's fair. What was your best finish this past year with Southern Pullers?
I think I finished a fourth, and I was happy with that. I was completely happy
Yep.
with a fourth place. And I think that was actually at Aonia when you were there.
Okay.
But I always told people I'm shooting for last and hope for the best. So it didn't bother me whether I finished last or first.
Oh no, it sounds like you just have a good time, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
So I like it. Who are y'all bringing down with you? You can try to.
trucks.
So I'm bringing myself in the truck. So we're going to be shooting bachelor weekend and hoping for the best. But I know that the Halls are bringing a semi. They're coming down and they're bringing a long tractor too. So I don't know who else from Southern Pullers is coming. A lot of guys are working on their stuff because shortly when we get back, March is Southern Pullers starting back up. So a lot of them are still working on their stuff and rebuilding. So I do know they're bringing the mental health semi from up there. The Halls are. So Mr. Chris and Colby.
Randy Ross, are you bringing?
About-
Yeah, are you bringing the lot
gotta
lizard?
told about-
So I don't
This
think
is a
I'm going to
story.
pull it down. So I bought a truck. It's a U-Haul truck that has a truck camper sitting on the back of it. I believe you
Okay.
saw it at Aonia.
Yeah.
We kind of formally named it that at the fire station, the Lot Lizard Limo.
Nice.
The wife said she wasn't riding in that if it was called that. So now we formally call it the Lizard. So, but yeah, we enjoy it. It's our version of a toter home. It's an old U-Haul truck it's got a flat tail on it, and I can load a golf cart or whatever on it, and I pull my trailer with it. But I doubt that it's coming down there, being that it gets about 8 miles to the gallon. So
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. No, Zellwood's a blast. You're gonna love it. The super pull. A lot of pullers.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun hanging out with everybody afterwards. Your class is always super competitive. I think I've been coming down now for 4 or 5 years to the super pull, and you're that 2-wheel drive class you pull, and there's usually 10 plus in it. Don't you think, Brandon? For hook numbers?
There's gonna be a slew of them. That's for sure. There's probably gonna be about 10 or 15 of them this year.
Good deal.
yeah, I think I talked to Dustin this week with the Hogwall truck, and he said 15 to 20. So
Yeah, Dustin was on here earlier commenting, and then I lost the internet and I had to get back on. So I don't know if he's back on or not, but yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, Dustin just said 15 trucks in it this year. So that's solid. That's going to be a lot of fun.
that's a solid show out, and 15th always looks good, but anything better is better, right?
Yeah. As a brand new puller, Randy, what have you learned? Like, what do you know now that you didn't know a year ago?
I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing I've learned in the pulling industry is we're all family, and you don't realize that. You think of competitor and all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, if you tear up, like we all jump together to make something happen. We all jump together to make something work. Family's huge in this business. There's stuff that I didn't even know existed. I just showed up and played with my truck and went home. Well, it doesn't end there. I talked to Brandon on the phone on a regular, like messaging back and forth, and we all become friends. I talk to Colby on a regular, so we all become friends in this business, and it's more than a friendship. It's kind of turned into a family.
No, well
So
said.
that was the biggest thing I've taken away from it. And other than that, learning to work on motors. I can work on a diesel tractor. I've always enjoyed that, but working on a big block Chevrolet motor is a whole different ballgame that I never knew a whole lot about. Well, you can't go to Napa and buy the parts you need. So,
No
a fuel
Napa
cell
know-how
that's
there.
coming this week. Yeah,
No Napa
so
know-how there, Randy.
No, they didn't know how because they wanted me to give them the year, make, and model, and I told them it didn't work that way.
Universal. Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What do the guys at Fire Station think of your hobby?
they all kind of stood behind it. I mean, they probably all get tired of me talking about it. How exciting! I mean, just today I walked in. The first thing I told them was like, "Man, my fuel cell has a crack in it." So overnight, I got a new fuel cell. So they were good. They all listen to it as much as they maybe not want to sometimes, but we listen to it and we stick by it and we have a good time. And they show up to Liberty a good bit because it's closest to home. So they'll show up to Liberty and sit around with us and watch it go down the track, and then we'll talk about it for a week or so afterwards. Still,
John said Mr. Gene from Southern Pullers is coming as well. So
awesome. That's a good, cool looking truck. That's a unique truck, and it's really cool to watch. It's got a lot of power.
well, make sure, Randy, you're posting on your Facebook page that you're coming down to Zellwood because it's good to get the word out like that. We need all the
Yeah.
pullers that are coming to let their followers know. I don't care if you have 100 or 100,000. Make sure you're posting that on there that you're coming to Zellwood February 6th and 7th.
Oh yeah.
What was like? Oh, Randy, Liberty. That is I haven't been to any of their other events, and I know they have 4 or 5 a year or 3 or 4, kind of like
Right.
the Zellwood guys. I always go down to Diesels and Dark Corners. That's quite the facility, especially this last year with all the upgrades they've made. And you kind of said that's your hometown track, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's from my house. It's 30 to 40 minutes away. Great group of guys that run that track, and I actually get the opportunity to be part of their staff, I guess you could say, because I do
Sure.
EMS for them, and it allows me to enjoy the sport I do, and then be able to help them out as much as I can too. So, that track was where I first saw this sport, and it's kind of where I fell in love with it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't miss Diesels and Dark Corners. I get there on Thursday with everybody else, and I don't leave until Sunday because why would I miss it? Because that's a great event. So
No, it is. That I am tired for a week after that event every year, Randy. I am tired
it's
for
kind
a
of
week.
we call it the diesel hangover.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Hey, Brandon, who are some sponsors that you want to thank here tonight? We'll keep Randy on for a few more minutes with this, and we'll wrap this up. But who are some people that are making it all happen down there at the Super Bowl?
Florida Coast Kubota, they're bringing us 2 side-by-sides to use however we please. Our local John Deere dealer, they're bringing us 3 tractors, 100-horse tractors to bring down. Our local Cat dealer, they're bringing us a bunch of stuff. They're bringing us a lull to move weights around. They're bringing us a skid steer, and they're bringing us a grading tractor to grade the track out and everything. We got AAA Land Services. They're doing a lot behind the scenes. We just unloaded 8 barricades that we got. AC Mobile Marine, South Bay Automotive, and Seminole Paving. They're going to bring us rollers and help us out a bunch for the pull. So we couldn't do it without sponsors to help us out. You can't just, money doesn't grow on trees, and you can't just go get this stuff like, hey, I'm borrowing this.
Right.
You can't just go get that stuff. So we really thank our sponsors big time because they really make the show happen. We just put it on.
No, no, that's honesty. You guys do a great job. You've done a good job. Randy, what have you heard about the Zellwood Super Pull? Like when you talk to fans and other pullers, what do they say about it?
I mean, being that I've met these guys, Zellwood's going to be growing on me. I've never been there personally for that. I just hear how great it is, and I can't wait to be down there. Can't wait to have my truck down there. That last time I was there, that track hooked so well, and I was so confused because it's not the red clay that I'm used to, but it hooked so well, and I was like, man, this is awesome. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. That was my first 300-foot pull was in Zellwood at the mega
Nice.
truck pull. So, I was super stoked about that, and then hoping that we can drive it on out the end this time and see how it goes. But, I look forward to being down there with all the fans and look forward to everybody seeing us. And I want them to come by and see us. I let kids sit in my truck. So I want them to get in it and see what's going on. So if there's kids down there and want to sit in a pulling truck, they can come sit in a crazy train. I promise you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks
How you
for
get
coming
them
on
into
tonight.
it.
Sorry about my internet issues. I feel bad about that, but I know you're sitting in the
Hey,
fire station and you didn't get called out yet, so that's a good thing. So
yeah, we're doing good at this point. So
I like it. I like it. Brandon, do you have anything else left tonight, bud?
The snowstorm hitting you guys up north. If anyone wants to come down, we have places to put your rigs that's safe and sound. We've had
Okay.
our pulling the sled there for about a month now, and nothing's happened to it. We've got cameras out there to watch everything. But if you guys want to come down and bring your stuff and leave it and go back home or stay here, whatever, you can do that. Well, we have facility for it. We've
Okay.
got secure places that you can leave it. So we're not gonna be like, no, take it somewhere else. We're welcomed you to come down and leave your stuff here. That way you don't have to be worried about the snowstorm and getting
Good
down
deal.
here.
Yeah, but
But
hopefully the weather cooperates for us here in the next week or so. I
right.
think it will. So,
Oh yeah.
Randy, are you gonna come down on Thursday then, Randy?
I think I'll actually be down there Friday morning. It'll be my shooting time to be
Okay.
down there. So, I got to get the generator running, get some battery chargers on, and that kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
Get
Well,
after
awesome.
it.
yeah, get
If
it. I got to
anybody
make
has
some
any questions,
measurements. We added bigger tires. We got to figure out what hitch height we got to run at these days.
Oh
So,
boy.
I like
Yeah,
it.
scale that thing
Yeah.
again. See how much it weighs.
it lost some weight, so we're gonna have to figure out where to add some more.
Oh
Ooh,
boy. Good deal.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yes,
Yes.
it went on a little bit of a diet, and we had to fit the tires in there. We had to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, you had to massage it. He said he had to massage
Yeah,
it. So
massage it in there. Yeah.
yeah, understood. Well, if anybody has any questions about the Zellwood Super Bowl, February 6th and 7th, head to flpullers.com or send a message on the Facebook book or Facebook page or call John or Rob. Their numbers are on the bottom of the posters that we're posting daily. So yeah, we just need all the pullers to make sure they're posting the poster on their Facebook page or making a comment that they're going down there. That's good advertising to help everybody out. And it's a great event. Like I said, I've been lucky to get to know John and the AC family the last 4 or 5 years and consider them good friends now. And I even was down in Zellwood last week, and I just jumped over the fence and went and walked out on the track. And then he called me the fence jumper the other day. He called me, caught me on camera, so it's all good. So it's all good. Well, Randy, thank you for coming on tonight. Brandon, thank you for coming on. We'll see you guys next Thursday, and everybody be safe.
I appreciate
Yes,
you having
sir.
me.
Well then.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.